They will not be disappointed. Mark Grace. A strike. He is the only player who played in that 1989 League Championship Series between the Giants and the Cubs. The Giants won it in 5. Almost hit it. And they did not win it because of anything Mark Grace did not do in that series. Grace hit .647 in that 89 playoff. 11 for 17. But not only was he overshadowed by the Giants, who won the series, but by Will Clark. Will Clark hit .650 in that series. Down the right field line. That's a base hit.
Neither one of these pitchers have a good enough fastball that they can throw it in the middle of the plate, especially when they get behind in the count. And he was behind 2-1, and Grace sitting on a fastball. He gets the fastball and he rips it to right field. That's not a bad pitch. It's just not a good pitch. It was average, right out away from him a little bit, but up a little bit, and Grace rips it to right field. You can see they were planting around to right center, so Joe Carter had a long way to go for that ball.
So now Henry. Crowd very quiet, very tense right now. This has started out as one of those real tense pitchers battles. The splitter right to Grace. Runners will advance on that play. And that makes it 2 down. Charlie Hayes coming up. Jim to third, Carter to second.
A little surprised that Grace was playing that deep because he got the ground ball and didn't have a chance to, to go for the double play. Normally in a double play situation you play shallow enough that you can start a double play, because in that situation you have to give up something, some range to get something, trying to get the double play to get out of the
ball. And that was as good as you'll see.
And that was his first strikeout. Good time to get it.
Now Mark Grace. He singled to right his first time. 2 down, nobody on. On the outside for a strike. Grace didn't think so. Nose score, 4th inning. The Cubs have 2 hits, but have hit into 2 double plays. Gardner has walked 1. Cubs have left 1 man on. The Giants have had no hits against Traxel. Traxel has walked 4 and he hit a batter. Popped up. Charlie Hayes over against the railing. Just enough room. Well, he did run. Lance Johnson at third base. Sammy Sosa at first. Snow on the bag with it. Outside. Ball 1. Grace, there you see his numbers, as Joe mentioned, against Rodriguez. Grace in this game is single to right and fouled out to third. Big spot in the game. The chance for the Cubs, with their cleanup hitter up there, to extend their lead. Sosa back at first. Sammy led the club this year with 18 steals. They don't run a whole lot. Only 64 steals for the whole team all year. They have hit more home runs, though, than any Cubs team in history. Kind
of interesting the way Mark Grace kind of decoys a lot of pitchers away. He kind of walks across the plate, which tells them that maybe you can come inside on him, but he protects inside first. You see him kind of walk across the plate on those first 2 pitches. If you're the catcher or the pitcher, you say, well, I should bust him inside, but he actually wants that. So sure that he won't be swinging on this particular pitch. I mean, Mark Grace and Sammy Sosa are your big guys, especially RBI men and your best hitters. 3-0, you can let him take a hack. He's disciplined enough to know that he has to get a good pitch that he can drive. And that was one that he could drive, but he chose not to swing at it.
3-1. Grace looking over Tom Gamboa, the third base coach. Relaying the sign for that man, manager Jim Riggleman. The middle infield double play depth. Sosa's running. Ball four.
Doesn't go the other way.
In the record book, only the one number will be listed. And McGwire with 70. Obviously has the record. Past Snow and past Sosa. Sosa steaming for third. Grace for second. A double.
Man, when you're playing in and you got a left-handed hitter up there and he pulls the ball down on you like that, I mean, JT Snow actually had no chance. And Sosa had no chance.
Well, this is at full speed.
And I'm not sure JT picked it up as quickly as he wanted, but that ball was a bullet. We'll see how close he is. I don't know why he was in so close unless he was expecting a bunt.
Can't the hitter. First ball swinging. Hernandez. High throw, but Grace brought it back in. One away.
Well, that's the one thing that you in two fastballs up and out of the strike zone.
He has struck out, grounded to third, and fouled to third. Has not gotten the ball out of the infield tonight. Right to Grace. And the Giants leave 3 on again. Bonds is 0 for 4. And the Giants have left. Off the fists. And Grace will take it. The Cubs have won it. And they will go to the postseason.